I actually don't really have much food, and I don't have. Um, I'm not eating hot food, so I'm just eating the food how it comes in the package. But I'm literally putting it together how I want it, so that it can taste like something. But it's me just trying to get to fucking stay alive. To get some fucking, and I'm gonna stay alive, but to be able to be as active as I want to be. Sales. I'm not advertising. I'm opening it says these are resealable shrimp. This package is resealable. Oh, it does. So, I don't prefer this for my stuff. How this is, it's too easily perhaps to tamper with, especially if it's being purchased individually, and it's being put out. But, and then I didn't even open this, but I'm about to eat these. It wasn't like this when I purchased it, so. But this package is unprofessional. So, okay. So, I'm just cold outside. My hands fucked up. and I'm gonna sit on it, and I'm gonna do whatever I want to do about it because. Mm, mm. And and it's a problem because for so long to be having to be forced into not knowing so much shit and just literally act out here like I'm just a motherfucking billboard of some fucking bullshit working for something that I'm not the whole goddamn time. It's stupid, and I don't fucking appreciate it. I'm not. Allowing so much of my life to be misinterpreted. Yeah. Yes. And it's not even everything. If I know that it's something that I can grow from, maybe I guess I'm not asking for it, so I don't want it. And that's why it's okay because I get to live my life as I want to live my life. But, of course, but a lot of this stuff is out here to make it. It's designed to make it seem like, yeah, be a part of this, and you're getting what you want. That's why you're allowed to do this, and it's okay. Because even though everybody doesn't know, and sometimes that's a part of the program, not to actually know, because there's a study, or I want to see who's real out here. Even though the people who want to see something real are not always the real ones, because they're working. And they're not the only ones who's supposed to be working. But it's a design to set up for failure. A procrastination. To drain it, to not do it, to frustrate and confuse and all those words that they use. So someone would quit or be put in confinement or incarceration or go a different direction or find their own resources and then bring it back, and it's never really getting to see what it is. And that's okay. If that's a game, it's a game. Who can reach to figure out how the fuck to get to the rainbow and find the pot of gold? It is what it is. And if that's what you find yourself doing, you find yourself doing that. And then if somebody they hire people to go in their place and represent them, and so this is the strategy, and you can cover more ground that way. But as far as me, I'm out here and it's cold. If I'm trying to make it on my own and I have nowhere to go, if I'm trying to lie down or trying to get warm, and everywhere I go, everywhere I am, it's like, oh, you can't be here, you can't be here. No, you can't be here, but it's so-called public outside. And then it's snowing and everything. And then I get frostbite and I can't take care of myself. I don't know where any heat is. And then I get kicked out of places that have heat. I don't have any, like real money for real. Like, I don't have um all the things that I'm supposed to have to get to anything immediately because my life is not an emergency. But most things are urgent right now because of the shit that I'm in, the stuff that I go through. And then there's my hands and I have to worry about that. But then I push through it. And I don't want to lose my hands. I don't want to lose my body. I don't want to be too cold. And then I'm carrying all this weight and I'm doing all these things. And I'm living my life. And no, it's not the fast lane. It's more so a toll. And it does. And it is a toll. I used to go to Gurney Mills, drive my dad to Gurney Mills, and he used to have, I would say, of course, but he used to have this little purse, like a little coin purse. And it was so familiar to me. I actually like seeing it because it was just so familiar. And I knew how necessary my dad was and how great he was to me. And now that I look at it, man, I was in good shape. I was in excellent shape. I was in perfect shape. As best, but it was still poverty. So don't, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't. It was not so much, not at his house. But there were problems. And that's because of some things, some motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, put some shit in the game. And they cheated. And then, my dad had to learn through some things. And I was stressing him the fuck out. I was falling for the okie doke. Falling for the shit out in the street. That's what I'm talking about right now. But the tollway was 40 cents. So he would tell me, give 40 cents out of it. Give 40 cents. You know what I'm saying? So I would count it. Give 40 cents. We toss it. And then shortly after we arrived at Gurney Mills Mall, I used to see all kinds of shit. Sailors and, it'd be so much, just all kinds of shit all the time. And nothing affected me. Not the food court. I wasn't going there for the food court. I wasn't going there for shit, but I knew what time it was about to shop. And it never was any like, I can't get this, I can't get that. It was more of how did I look wearing it and did my dad approve of it? And then sometimes I stumbled across some little bullshit every now and again, and I was able to kind of get, because I was trying to get these clothes that he was buying me more, I don't know, expansive, but he was buying me more quality, and I was trying to get quantity because the things that I had, it's like people those around me aren't dressing like that. But I wasn't I wasn't them the whole fucking time. But I forced myself into that situation because I was forced into that situation. And I didn't have to. I'm sure, my dad wanted me to get an education. He wanted me to go to school and learn. And yeah, he told me to get my lesson out. And I don't care. Like, so many people right here want to hold account for some shit. It's so busy trying to get to the fucking facts that, do you understand that I can't live in the motherfucking pages of the books? That's for something else. I have to live my life now. I have to keep this shit motherfucking real now in my life today. For sure. I'm going to miss every motherfucking beat that I'm missing. I'm going to everything, and it does not matter. And yes, I can consider some shit. And yeah, I can look things over. And yeah, I can search through whatever fucking categories in my own life, in my own body, and even in my own thoughts that I want to. And I don't have to be in a hurry for shit or goddamn nothing. And it's inappropriate for me to have to make sure that I don't die because I don't have food or warmth. I don't have to drink my piss. I don't have to eat my shit. But even if that was, how the fuck can I get it? And I still need to be active. I still need to have some heat in my body and some food in my belly or wherever the fuck it goes, because it goes more than just that. My hands a little bit more warm now. But this is what the fuck I'm about to eat. Just so that I can have some nourishment. Them beans are in there somewhere. But I don't care. And actually, I'm not tripping. I'm living my own life for who I am. I don't know how to make my nose crack a run. I don't know how to just make just random tears come out my eyes and shit. I ain't go to school for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. No, all this shit is real. I fight through whatever the fuck I find that I have to fight through. And I do what the fuck I have to do to win my fight. It's my fight, my shit, my body. I tell myself what to do. Sit over there lying down for a couple days. Fucked up. I really wasn't so fucked up, but I was. Shit, I had some kind of feeling in my body. And I know I was menstruating all kinds of shit. Just a lot of stuff that was happening, but these are actual motherfucker. I wasn't motherfucking depressed or sad or lost or lonely or jealous or, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling fucked up about shit. I wasn't mad. That was just my body. I was still happy. I was still on my phone trying to do some shit. But most of the time, I was fucking sleeping. I don't know how to make use of this. I don't know how to make it taste better. Actually, I know how to add what oil. I know how to make it a whole nother motherfucking product if I want to. But it's still the same. There's still ingredients in here that I probably wouldn't have put in here because I would be looking for something totally different. There's not always the taste that I am looking for. I'm trying to make it it tastes like something. I can put all the fucking ingredients that I want on one of these fajita shells. And it's still not going to be cooked as I want it to probably have the heat or the electricity, gas, or fire, whatever it is. And then I'd be looking for something else to eat out here, hungry once again. So what I'm doing is I'm using this, and this motherfucking bread is not sustainability like that, but it is. It's bridging the gap. I don't care. I'll be on my way. I do the stuff that I have to do. I keep it moving. I try. I don't care. What no motherfucker about seeing me? What difference does that make for me? And I'm literally still sitting here. Recording and living too. I don't have a home. I don't have a house. I don't have shit. I have a motherfucking thing. I got my fucking Facebook page and social media where I'm building motherfucking what? A goddamn portfolio? Doing shit, playing, not necessarily playing, but I don't take that shit lightly. But I say, okay, playing a video game. But no. Designing rooms that these motherfuckers give me imaginary diamonds and incentives that, you know what I'm saying, that I have to realize that I'm not being mistreated. I'm utilizing this to constantly build myself and my sense of awareness and see numbers and things like that. Those rooms that I design, that is actual, those people see that shit in their thing and they get ideas. They motherfuckers see how I put that shit together. And I know they be sending me extra diamonds and they didn't talk about, I was gone for 9 days. They want to give me some extra diamonds. They want to do this and do that. Them people are motherfucking working and they have the intelligence that they were able to know that they have a job and know that they have different ideas that they want. They say, okay, well, here's an architect. Just say in Kenosha, Wisconsin, that wants a kitchen design. And then I design a kitchen as best as I can with the fuck I have. And sometimes I would say, I want to do this because I want to put this picture. It could be like, it was one that was real nice. It had a car in, this old school, older year car. It had all kinds of stuff. And then I was like, yeah, I want to design this. But then sometimes I'm not about to spend all my motherfucking diamonds and stuff to do this. The furniture's $2,000. That's not a lot of money. And people are like, okay, well, this table is $200. It's way too much. No, fuck that. And then you sit there, you wonder why it's wobbling, you wondering why the motherfucker is peeling up. You're saying you getting splinters and shit, you know, because you have to get to someplace. But I do that stuff on Design Home and I use it for myself. But I know, like, those people have created something that I don't know. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to make my own apps. I should be able to know how to do that, but I don't. And I should not because I'm not there yet. But I know I am. But I'm just not there. And so I'm live my life. I'm not about to sit out here and say, okay, I'm 39, so I should have all that. And I said during the night, like, no, I'm not doing that. I read these motherfucking kid books right now, read some of the others and get to where I'm going. I'm not about to sit up here and let somebody tell me like that I have to be somewhere that I have, because I'm not all there all the time where somebody else wants me to be. I'm only here with myself. And I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. I can't care. Oh, only thing they can say is you can't sit in here with the children. I just grabbed a book and go sit in my motherfucking way anyway. I'm loud, I suppose. I don't care. I have sound in my life, but I have to live my life. And these motherfuckers, I'm not about to keep getting these groups where they tell me that it's over for me. It's a wrap. You go right ahead. You live your life. You see in the motherfucking forests away from these motherfuckers, there are trees that are taller than the motherfucker have ever seen in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Racine, Wisconsin. I don't give a fuck wherever. They got trees hundreds of years old or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, a 2-day-old tree. They're supposed to buy this house. They told me it's an apple tree. That motherfucker, man, please. It was unstable. You see what I'm saying? You see how I just bring my shit together because it's real. Everything that I try, I look at it and I try to put things together for me. If not, that's to say, listen, I have life in me. Please don't fucking shoot me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta put my motherfucking hands up and surrender for no motherfucking body. But and then they say, oh, drop down and get like an airplane. Oh, really? You same motherfuckers, you controlling people that's telling people to drop down and on the ground and don't face you and get down like an airplane. Meanwhile, you tell me that I can't fly an airplane, and then there's a conspiracy at a fucking technical house where I didn't have any business apparently at in the first place, and I should have known better than go back to the motherfuckers and let them try to finish the job on me. And they still ain't got shit but a fucking bunch of losses. And look, I'm on bullshit where they want to stop me from motherfucking probably getting what federal funding and pay for fucking college or a dorm room or motherfucking get a little financial aid money back so I don't have to force these motherfuckers to have me what selling my goddamn soul. Who the fuck? These motherfuckers sit up here and want to work the fuck out of me. Oh, I made you famous. You use my Wi-Fi. You use all that. And then you want to take my life from me when you can handle it, when enough motherfuckers what following me? How you gonna tell me that I can't drive a fucking airplane? And then try to put me on dope and try to force me into your programs and kidnap me and do all kinds of shit when I don't want to be on your motherfucking local government programs and I'm not mentally ill and I don't qualify and I don't want to fuck with y'all and I'm trying to get away with my son and try to start my own motherfucking life. Then all of a sudden my life is on motherfucking lockdown. Well, yeah, yeah, locked down by law. Where? Fuck that. That's a portion only. That's one motherfucking portion. That ain't the whole goddamn situation. This ain't That is a specific amount that I understand all too drastically, and I have my own. Motherfuckers are speaking what? Theoretically? Hypothetically? Figuratively, perhaps. And I say, I had my nerve to call my dad a father fucking figure in anything that he did do. That shit makes sense to me. Ugh. Let's just sit here around these motherfuckers who are not like me, and I know that now. I don't have to tell me you can't go into the men's bathroom. Well, okay, so I already understand that there's a difference. Fuck that. I'm gonna go, and I have went, and I'll go again if I had to. And the motherfuckers might try to jail me, but they don't have enough money that's gonna pay for what the fuck is gonna happen if I choose to turn into a man today. And it's a man's world. It's mankind. Shut the fuck up telling me that I have to be anything less just to make it better for you when you get ready to do some motherfucking shit. Well, I have news flash today and every day and every night, and it don't matter. I'm living my own life. I'm not a monkey. Motherfuckers sit there and I'm not a lady. The fuck, bitch? Y'all sitting there fake ass bitches. You always on some shit because you assume what? I want to be a first lady. I'm in church. I'm all this shit. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You laughing at these motherfuckers while they sitting there prancing around like that's a motherfucking badge of honor and ain't got there. So now, bitch, you got a fake ass motherfucking what? Certification in something? And then they say, well, you're already there, apparently. So do you ever really get to be that? Are you that? Probably so. Just like these sirs, I'm calling these motherfuckers, sir. You're not and I am not. These motherfuckers have the education. They know better. And I'm sitting here dumb as hell trying to motherfucking just talk to them accordingly. And all the time they eating that shit up as if I done gave them a badge of honor. And it's letting their boss know that like as if I was happy with the way that they were handling me. They were just doing their job, but I was okay. No, the fuck I wasn't. They were abusing the fuck out of me. They had already written a letter. They fucking entrapped me. And if I would have did one false move, I would have been fucked up. And anything could have happened. Them motherfuckers came with guns. I ain't taking that shit lightly, bitch. You ain't playing with me. They didn't come with no motherfucking nothing else. I don't care. What if I don't make it out? Motherfucker, what if I did have a fucking heart attack because I didn't know how to recognize that my body was changing and moving because I let somebody convince me that the way that my body is or whatever. So then I start being ain't shit but afraid. If I grab a hold of myself, I ain't going no motherfucking where. How many times I want to rip my motherfucking soul out of my goddamn body? Yes, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what nobody had to say about me. I don't give a fuck. And you don't feel me. I have to tell someone, you don't feel the way I feel. I'm not trying to yell. I ain't gotta shout you. This is for real. Like I'm fucking serious. After I do this, I'm about to lay the fuck down and I'm about to go to sleep as if I don't give a fuck about what none. This shit ain't got me fucked up. And if I want to get up, fine, so be it. I'm the fuck up. This shit ain't determining anything for me other than I have to figure the fuck to something out. My one plan with the generator, it's not gonna work. My blow dryers are too powerful. So now I don't know. I have to see there's a cordless blow dryer for $100. So I have to make it make sense. I have to try to figure out, okay, I can make it through this, but once it get about more into January and February, I'm gonna have to have that motherfucking blow dryer because it's gonna be way more cold. Even in December. But that shit, and I don't have to have it. But what I mean, by the time I sit up there and I buy all this different stuff, in which I'm gonna have to have it, different articles of clothing or some kind of fabrics or whatever the situation is, I have to make it. I'm out here, and I say I have a plan. I have this one plan. It might work too. But I'm gonna need about like $60 a month to make it work extra. But I can work out and I can live my life, and then so what I'm saying, okay, so Pleasant Prairie Police Department, Pleasant Prairie Fire Department, and probably I said that because Pleasant Prairie Police Department got on some bullshit with Wisconsin State Patrol and met at the fire department. Instead of meeting where I was at, they met up at the fucking fire department. But Pleasant Prairie Fire Department told me that I can sit outside of their building overnight or whatever because it's a public place. So if I go there for a while, even just for just a few weeks, for just 1 month, all right, me. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I need about just $70. Maybe I need about like 60. But I probably need actually about a good $80. A good strong stable about $90. Because I have to look at other fees or whatever. And just say if I was to go to Rexplex. I was not kicked out of Rexplex. Just could not be in there because what they have, and I can go in there because they have like during the cold weather, but then that period came and went. But I can work out, I can exercise, and I can use the machines because yes, I want to, and this is what I'm trying to say too. I want to be strong. I want to be myself. I want to do things naturally. I want to build my muscle gradually so I can see, oh, okay, I did this. I got time for that shit later. I don't have time. I'm not about to waste my time and fuck around and get messed up out here and don't have any strength. I need to build my muscles today. And I'm not going to sit here and hurry up and have some muscle milk, like, you know what I'm saying, other things, and just sit here and just say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna pull my wagon and build my wagon, but I'm gonna have some fake protein. No, I might as well just go and use them motherfucking machines and do what I have to do. Shit, fuck, I have my whole life ahead of me to run out in motherfucking nature, in the country and the forest and all this different shit that I have to do, and pulling and doing things and climbing and showing my son how to do some shit, but living my own goddamn life. That's the plan that I have. And it's going to take me just getting there and minding my own motherfucking business. And then that's another thing. People too goddamn attracted to me. Just stay the fuck out of my business. Why are you okay? You see me on Facebook, perhaps. You might see me. What are you doing with the wagon? Okay, would you please not be a fatal attraction? Just yesterday, someone came up to me with a little, I promise, I'm not making this shit up. A little square, she said was pizza. But they were parked over, around on the parking lot over there. They bent the parking lot, came, drove up, pulled up, stopped. So my timing is great sometimes. But for me, I do things according. I literally try to put my shit down to the very second if I can, because man, please, I'm not out here, motherfucker, saying about to break my goddamn neck for anything. But these people came up and I'm just fucking doing something, like just coming outside, whatever. Shit, trying to figure out where I'm about to put my way, whatever. And do you want some pizza or some shit? I'm like, okay, let's see how this is about to happen here. I already know. You don't want shit that you got. I don't know who like so. So I wasn't mad. I was really interested to see. Okay. I said, why are you talking to me? I said again, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? Question. What's wrong with that? What's the issue? Why are you talking to me? Nothing. Okay. Didn't say shit. Some they thought they had some with it. I really at this point. You're not answering that. They answered my question. I don't. Hell no, bitch. Why are you talking to me? Like, where you come from? Acknowledge yourself. What planet the fuck you from, bitch? I'm not playing no motherfucking more. Show your motherfucking who you are. Identify yourself. Why are you? Who sent you? What made you run up on me, bitch? Why you ain't run up on yourself? Why you ain't run up on all these motherfucking houses around here, bitch? That you could have trick-or-treated at, bitch. You could have knocked on the motherfucking door at during this motherfucking holiday season to some too, motherfucker. And you chose to come up to me. Why are you talking to me? They had some pizza. From they ain't say what. So I don't know if it was they been had it. You just randomly assume that I want your. First of all, there ain't enough motherfucking pieces to come bring it to me, because I would like to have I eat. That wasn't enough pizza, and I'm not gonna take that from her. And that was not who I wanted to motherfucking serve me pizza. But there's shit that she could do for me that I can do for my motherfucking self, especially that I cannot do for my motherfucking self. Especially you can't even answer the question. Why are you talking to me, bitch? You motherfucking trying to hurry up and be on a level that you're not. You want to come up here and boss move to me, bitch, and you can't even tell me the truth about. So, bitch, no, hell no. Don't touch me. Don't bring me shit. Don't you contagious, bitch. I'm allergic to you. If anybody that's fucking hating want to know how to describe it, and I ain't allergic and ain't shit, I ain't got to worry about contagious, but that's how the fuck I'm looking at this bitch. Like, do not touch me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want any contact with you. I don't want you communicating with me. I don't want shit from you. And I told that motherfucker that shit. I said, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And that bitch, and I'm trying to just talk to her. I wasn't feeling sorry for her or anything, but I literally was just like, what? I said, I'm Jasmine Renee. Jasmine, I can't get this shit out. Suit it up. And I'm looking around and I'm like, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And then she's like, oh, I didn't ask you your name, but anyway, or some shit. I said, ugh. Okay, now I know you, bitch. Okay, now you about to, what does that mean? I don't like the way this is trying to feel right now. Like, you can be on your way. Get the fuck out of here. Don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me for a goddamn thing. Don't ask me. I mean, I literally told the bitch, oh, you're fucking nice, bitch. I'm not nice. But you gonna fuck around one of these days. And all of them come and pick on me because they know they sent some kind of way. I don't know if it's they dumb ass doing it on their own. If they police sending them, if they motherfucking, I don't give a fuck if they God was sending them. I don't, who gives a fuck? Profanity? Where? No, you came up to me. I don't know shit about your mom. I don't know about the pizza. I don't know if it's real pizza. I don't know the ingredients. I ran that shit the fuck, like, bitch, you literally tried me. I don't just eat anybody random cooking like. And I used to wonder, my dad used to be, he used to send there. He would bring sodas or he would bring shit, but he would just be sitting there smiling. People be all up in his face looking at him or whatever the situation is and talking to him. And I'm sitting there, motherfucker. Oh, Jasmine, get a plate. I grab a motherfucker plate. My dad be looking at me, shaking his goddamn head, smiling, goes blinking. And he's standing by the door in this story, and most in other stories too. Cleaning too also, but just being himself. Shit, my dad was the fucking one. He was himself, and my dad being himself. I don't give a fuck. I haven't even had a chance to funeralize my dad. I haven't had a chance to do nothing. These motherfuckers in a hurry for some motherfucking reason. And I don't give a shit. Straight up, like, you motherfuckers can't teach shit. You don't teach shit. You don't teach life. You don't teach death. You don't teach a motherfucking thing. It's literally people out here that literally want to fucking die because they walking around here dead. Black lips, black fingernails, black hair. They fucking pale. They motherfucking like that shit. They even put pale makeup on their motherfucking face and they fuck themselves up if they want to. Pierce everything up, do everything, put holes all up in their body. They motherfucking do all kind of shit. You don't know what some of them motherfuckers been through. They might have been born healthy, but I have others needles in their motherfucking arm. People trying to get whatever you don't know why people were born. So I advise you to leave people the fuck alone. Stay in your lane. You motherfuckers steady in somebody's motherfucking face constantly, in somebody's shit, and don't have nothing to do with you, bitch. The library door is right there. The library had the motherfucking the inside of the motherfucking library was motherfucking 5:00. The doors were locked. So, bitch, what kind of pizza is that? Because, bitch, you not coming up to me. You don't have what the fuck I got for that piece of pizza. You can't even let me, bitch. I gotta pay for every motherfucking thing I got. Everything that I get, I have to pay for it. So, bitch, you not accepting any motherfucking payments. Okay, you don't want to accept what a cash motherfucking payment, bitch. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to say. But these motherfuckers extra super duper nice all the motherfucking time. But you don't know shit about what I'm going through. I don't need your attention. I'm trying to motherfucking live my life. I'm not even anywhere close to being in nobody motherfucking bullshit ass stuff. I'm working on my own life, building my motherfucking self. Bitch, this ain't from this shit ain't mine like that. You're saying this shit ain't for me. I see something way beyond. I'm trying to get somewhere, bitch. I'm on my way somewhere, bitch. You are motherfucking crowding me with no reason. And then I can't even motherfucking sit there and enlighten your dumb ass motherfucker. Bitch, first of all, I can't even tell you. When did this become grease? When the fuck did this, who? How was it cooked? Better yet, bitch, I'm looking at some real estate in Greece just to get the ingredients because I don't know how the fuck you motherfuckers cook. But I know that I want some goddamn something original, and I don't know what the fuck is what. But I really like pizza. But bitch, not just any motherfucking pizza. I don't care. Bitch ain't shit about some motherfucking ketchup and fries, French fried potatoes. I don't know what to tell these weak ass motherfuckers, and they don't be weak. Them motherfuckers be strong in their shit because they sit there. No, you can't use my phone. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Bitch, what? What you thought I was hiding out here? Is what I can't motherfucking what? Bitch, you ain't sealing the deal, bitch. My name is all the fuck here. A wide open area of motherfucking space as I motherfucking try to figure out what the fuck. Bitch, no, I ain't about to sit up here and wonder. These motherfuckers, I literally, I go on somebody's website. I might see a picture trying to find how the fuck I can really probably file a complaint and a report and whatever else it is. I don't sit up there and study them motherfuckers' pictures and the fucking director. These motherfucking places could walk through here motherfucking 1,000 times. And I ain't Star Trek. I don't say shit. They don't have what I'm looking for. And I ain't really out here looking for shit. But if I see something that is interesting to me, interesting, that's fine, but I'm not going up to people fucking with them. I'm trying to really stay out of the way, their way. I'm making my own way. So if I go out here, I don't want motherfuckers sitting here being on some bullshit. Motherfucking employees over fucking, bitch, that's not your job. So are you flashlight cop? Are you now who the fuck working up there? All y'all, all hands on deck. So that's the problem. Motherfucker used to tell me in the best way please possible. Too many chief and not enough motherfucking Indians. All y'all motherfuckers got a title and don't know how to do shit, and you want to get there, bitch. So you use you couldn't get the job for what you really was there trying to fucking do. So you lied on your motherfucking application, and now you there. You all the fuck over the motherfucking place, doing all kind of shit that you don't have no motherfucking. You ain't got no business trying to motherfucking police me. What is your job? I'm not your job. But you know what? Listen, I had worked at this restaurant, right? And so I suppose like I was a waitress, but I really wasn't even getting paid. So I was getting paid waitress wages to the point where at the time I was in a relationship and what was a marriage, and I didn't know it really should never have been a marriage, but it was, and I was proud of it, I guess. But seriously, It was like I was fucking cheating. And these are many jobs. And so these motherfuckers can expect that, you know what, you can't get motherfuckers sued because, and that wasn't why I divorced. Nobody made me divorce anything. It was a long time coming, but I could keep that shit real. I understand what the fuck I'm supposed to do for myself. I had been left that motherfucking marriage because that marriage had been motherfucking left me. That marriage left me when I went in front of the motherfucking Vital Records office and I said, I'm not getting out this car to marry you. Motherfucking driving up 60th Street and probably 52nd Street, any motherfucking thing. I want to make an honest woman out of you. I want to marry you. Motherfucker, you had just left me for 6 months. Right today, where literally I have found that I was over this motherfucker. Literally. He called me talking about, I want to tear you up. Huh? I'm out in Illinois at some kind of fucking hole in the wall type of motherfucking bar, drinking, motherfuckers touching my hair and seeing. I had my hair healthy on my own. Motherfuckers was seeing this man was a beautician. Oh God, he started touching my hair. It was so much fucking fun. Back that was there. And so I was like, it was so much. Of course, it was that was normal. My hair. And I had there's some pictures I had. Suppose I was wearing this motherfucking little black dress. It wasn't silk. It looked silk. I swear I did that. Probably Sears or Kmart. I got it from Sears Holdings. I had a pink one and a black one. The pink one I wore to a doctor's appointment to a neurologist, and I was pregnant, and I had my hair rolled up. Went back, but that motherfucker had put me on some motherfucking Tylenol 3 with a motherfucking bandana wrapped around my motherfucking head. That motherfucker wasn't smiling so much and gonna tell me, oh, you know, you could have got some Magnesium instead of Tylenol 3. There are rules to those drugs and shit. But anyway, so then I went. I motherfucking paid for the hotel. Yes, I did. I was in the car with somebody. I told her, okay, this is what. And I don't even know how I had this motherfucking battery. I mean, not battery, but motherfucking electric massager in her car with me. It was, I was on my motherfucker on go. I'm the type of motherfucker go in the door and close the door, motherfucker behind me. The only motherfucking child at that time. And but anyway, so I told her to take me to his house, picked him up. She drove to pick him up. He probably sat in the front seat of her car while she was driving. I probably got in the back. I had been drinking, so I can't wipe this motherfucking smile off my goddamn face. But at the same time, didn't know where the nigga came from. Didn't know if I was about to die of AIDS. I didn't know if this motherfucker would have infected me with AIDS. Ain't nobody said stop at the motherfucking drugstore to get no motherfucking condoms. Not the gas station, please. The pharmacy. Motherfucker, then I had a doctor, that nigga ain't give me no goddamn condoms out here. They were not taking care of me. Them hospitals were not taking care of me. They have access to the dopest motherfucking condoms. And so I didn't know. And then so I went to this goddamn hotel where went back to, I drove to my car. Got in my car, drove my car. I don't know where this nigga goddamn Corvette was. It was like March or April. Then, hold on, it ain't over. Went to the hotel. Never had been at the hotel before. It was raggedy ass hotel, but the hotel was probably like $60 or $70. And I didn't have that much money. I wasn't working, but I had some money. But also had my fucking daughter too in a house of my own. But I fell for it. I didn't care. I was happy. I wanted to do it. I didn't fall at the time, but I did because I didn't know what this nigga had. Why are you calling me? You didn't want me? I bring you a whole big ass motherfucking birthday gift, big ass sports almanac, motherfucking encyclopedia ass motherfucking book, all kinds of shit. The nigga didn't want me. And I still made sure that I brought him something for his fucking birthday. And I had all kinds of shit. And I probably stole a few things that was in the motherfucking birthday gift too. But I went to the hotel with him and I didn't have any worries at all. And I should have. And I did not know. I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't know. It couldn't happen to me. It won't happen to me. But what I'm saying is, then I left the hotel, and you know what? I had to buy him breakfast. I had to buy this nigga. But, hey, and he like, he ain't there, motherfucker. Like, what you mean? Hey, I just slept with you. I was not sleeping. Like, I just got up with you during the motherfucking night. What you mean? You on your way to football practice? Drop you off at football practice? Shit, I could have kicked it a little bit longer, but you got to go to football practice. So I'm leaving the motherfucking hotel early. Now, this ain't intentional. I ain't planning to talk about this. But I'm doing something for me right now. For Jasmine Renee Davis. But, this motherfucker took him through the drive-thru. He got his food or whatever. And this motherfucker made sure he got probably a large goddamn orange juice and all kind of couple sandwiches and probably some hash browns shit. And I dropped him off over there near I don't know what the name of the I want to say a few different names because it's a lot of things over there. But it's a near like Tremper, Jane Vernon, Anderson Pool, off of 80th Street, whatever, to play football. And I had a problem. I used to tell, I said, I have a problem, because I don't want you to lose your life or get hurt or have some injury or whatever. Instead of me not having the information too, though, as also in addition to say, like, You need better equipment to take care of yourself, and more nutrition, because what you're doing is you're out there and you're not strong enough to do what you're out there doing. You can really get hurt because you're not eating right. You're not living the way that you're supposed to live, and you're not putting your whole self into the things that you have to do to make sure that it doesn't result and you happen to have somebody else make choices for where your body has went. I mean, if you sprain your ankle, whatever, of course, but you don't want it to be like, oh, but now you got to have surgery and shit. You have to be able to heal yourself, and to avoid that, it requires, of course, proper nutrition. And so I was making food, but I would eventually bring a little water, or, you know what I'm saying, at the time, some source drink, or, whatever I did know how to do, actually. But then shortly after that, then this conversation is about getting married. And so I'm just like, I don't even know you. I don't know you. But I had told him, I was like, I don't want to, have sex with you or do anything with you like that if I'm not going to just be with you, because I've been with enough. I mean, I didn't even know what to even do with who I was with, and I really wasn't even with them like that, but I was. So, but that didn't matter. However many or whatever I was doing, it mattered about me and what I was choosing to do for my own life. And so I sit up here and build up all these different relationships and go through, all these different things for, I guess, and I suppose just for a specific reason. But I'm not there anymore, actually. And I mean, this shit don't stop. It don't quit. It won't quit. It won't stop. But even if I was in a marriage and I tell somebody something before I don't know, and say, get the fuck out of here. You are married. Like, bitch, I don't feel sorry for you. You are married. Like, bitch, bitch, well, you another bitch, though. You know what I'm saying? A whole different bitch. Because what? Because I was married? I wasn't working out. He wasn't molding me. He wasn't grooming me. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like that. That was not there. It's just living shit. It was just normal. It was more trying to live up to other motherfucker standards and what somebody else had told me or what I knew or what I was. It was a constant action and reaction. But I have children, and then so that was the parenting is excellent, and I'm not going to deny that. But as far as all these other situations, this wasn't. I suppose it wasn't for me. But I chose to not involve the public in my situation. I don't have to involve the public in my life, but I also never had to go to the courthouse and have these motherfuckers to do anything for me, or I can find that I am the one who charts the course for my life and makes the decisions for my life or for whatever it is. But that's why I'm here now. I'm not about to hurry into things. I'm not about to have people to tell me what is best for me and my life and the things that I need to do to be something substantial. But it is a hurry in some kind of way. But it's not. And so overall, no matter what the fuck I'm saying about any of these things, all that shit is over. The motherfucking pizza, the motherfucking marriage, the marriage, motherfucking all that shit. I said all that because I'm doing me. I don't have to explain every bit of information. And I don't have to do it now right here. But I'm also so far ahead, and I'm just like, I can't keep getting. It's okay to reminisce. It's okay to do all these things, but these are situations that I'm not in anymore. I'm supposed to be. And if anything else, listen. This is my problem now. And I don't find it fit that I have to constantly, you know what I'm saying, like explain what I want to do, what I'm doing with my life, or the things that I have to do with my life to see fit about my life. And it matters to me even more, but I can. But if I choose to walk away from the subject and not discuss it or not talk about it, that's on me. That's my problem. And can't nobody motherfucking tell me that I have to. And really, it's so enriching, actually, for me to understand this about myself and to know that there are people who are literally forcing me and challenging me legally to tell them to document my life and get all this information. And they're telling the story absolutely inaccurate most of the goddamn time and the fucking time. You find what's best for you, and you find that it's better for you because of what some specific asset or what you find, or you want to, you know that this is from you. And once I walk away from you, no, I don't work for you. You're not about to control me. You're not about to tell me, oh, get back with your ex-husband. I'm not getting back with him. He not my ex-husband. He ain't my husband. He ain't my ex-husband. He is who the fuck he is. That shit is done. I can't say, well, I can, but I don't need to call him my fucking ex-husband. I divorced him. This nigga left me, got kicked out of an apartment. Had to pay $200. Had the money, used the money on some other shit so that I can stretch and make ends meet. Talk to him about it. He's supposed to get the money there. And the man evicted us. Evicted me for like $200 and some. He had his wife to come in there. And then he's about to sell the man. This nigga was about to sell the goddamn. He evicted me before he was selling in the process. This is what I didn't care. I had nowhere to go. He's selling his apartment building. That apartment building, I appreciate. What is apartment 21? It came at the most perfect time in my life at that point, and I needed that apartment, and whatever it gave. I got that apartment in 2018. That was some of the most tenderest times in my motherfucking life, and I wouldn't trade them for any motherfucking thing in this whole goddamn world. Some of the best times of my motherfucking life, and I walked at the end of the day, the beginning of the day, woke up at that motherfucker, went to sleep at that motherfucker. And it is what it is. But it was an opportunity to separate. But he went in my phone. He wanted to break up with me. I wanted to break up with him, but then I didn't want to break up with him. I didn't care. I was fine. I didn't care because I was living my own life. But I knew that I did not have an attraction for him. He did not want me. He made it sure. So I was not having much sex with him. And the fuck? You don't like me. You don't want me. I'm not attracted to you. I'm not feeling you. I want you. But I don't. I have to figure out what it means. I have a son that's here, but I don't need you. I don't. And why? what I want to be with a group of people as I'm learning also how to live my life. And I cannot walk away from someone a stranger that I don't even fucking know without going to hell. And this is the scary thing. I supposed to say, because I'm about business. Motherfuckers gonna have to answer to this shit one day. I'm gonna stay at this point for just a little while. I'm not in any religious organizations or anything like that. I'm on my own. But a lot of people are trying to force, and they come and they represent things, and that's how they are. So that's their actions. Everything that they do is based on their teachings. And that is what's inappropriate. But these motherfuckers gonna fuck around and get fucked up out here, man. Because what they're doing is imposing on me, and I'm not a part of it. But there are people, and I was going to a thing, and I had a problem in 2022, and I was reading, but to say that someone has to lose their life, or if they ever get in a relationship with anybody, they will be punished and they will be punished. It tells you it's over for you. So a lot of people force fucked up situations in somebody's life, or if it's not working, if you're not true to it, if you didn't do it right, if you didn't do it to the standards that you were supposed to do it at, and live your life accordingly. Then it's supposed to be a wrap. So it says, if you marry, please now, you have to look at a situation and know that there's some really good people out there that try, but they won't get themselves in trouble, and they should not have to have a punishment from someone. And if someone wants to be, okay, fine, I date you, but I cannot marry you. I try to be here for you, but maybe you can go back and work it out with your husband. Maybe you go back and work it out with your wife. I could try to be, they try to be a friend, or they try to be this, or they try to step in a gap, or be some kind of figure, or whatever. But there are people who won't risk their lives, or they say, I don't know how to, I'm trying to put this in perspective. I'm living my life right now. This is not on topic. It's not off topic. I'm just really putting some shit in perspective right now, while I have it, that it has come to the surface. They say things like, if you marry someone that's been divorced, you're going to be punished. You're going to die. You're going to be cursed. You can't be around anybody else. These are strict rules, and I guess it's a conflict of interest. It's a pride thing too. That's not right. So then I have to step out of that shit. I didn't get married in the church, and I'm not getting married in the church, and I don't care. I'm not marrying the church. Believe that. But there's so many people out here. Kenosha County Jail, the man punished me for saying, I said I was divorced at the time. I had fresh through the court case and things like that. I'm not going to be condemned. And they punish people like that. And he tried to use it. That motherfucker, man, I promise, he could have got fucked up, man. The nigga I don't see how he punished me and forced me in the holding for long. They abused the fuck out of me in April. Or was that February? February. It was one of them goddamn. But that divorce shit, they use it, and they use it to their advantage. How can I not get away from someone? How can I not, and you still punish everybody? that I go and talk to everything. And they rumor, they talk shit. They destroy, they gossip. They put false accusations. They have their social services, their social workers, their agents. They attack the fuck out of me. I'm not with you. Let that man go. Let him live his life. Ain't nobody, but I am not coming back. I'm not getting with them. I ain't gonna come back. And I didn't get any alimony. That's what motherfuckers have to realize. I could have got alimony. That judge said, she said, are you sure you don't have to close this today? You can get alimony. He already not even making enough motherfucking money to take care of himself. The fuck I'm about to sit here and steal and rob and steal from that motherfucking man. He not my husband. I want to move on. I don't want him to take care of me. It's not that he probably could never work. If he could get a job, I know that man could do a job making $1 million. If he had the right job, he would work. And if he had the proper job, he would be the proper person to work that motherfucking job. I'm not hating on him. I don't care. I'm not there. I'm not in the situation. I'm not discrediting anything. But I don't want your alimony. And I should not have to sit up there and because what, back? Okay, fuck it. I don't care. I'm not there. I didn't die. I never was told anything about what baptism is or any of that shit, but I'm not in that. Somebody wants to change their life and move on and be with somebody else, they should. And when they go to a place where they don't know and they want counsel and they want to figure out how to do it legally and do all these things or whatever the situation is, them people should not attack and cause problems and interfere and have unfair competition and long-standing contests and murdering and killing and starvation and hunger and poverty. Some motherfucking people will damn near kill you just to motherfucking get you. To be with you. Or to get something that you have. These motherfuckers want to register everything in their goddamn name. And they're not. They're not registering me in a motherfucking name. They are not going to compile this data and have their shit attached. You are not my motherfucking babysitter. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. This ain't no. And then they want to make this motherfucker look like it's a goddamn daycare facility or an orphanage or something like that. How? Make this shit make sense. When I get on this subject, it probably is unattractive. It goes off into show, but I'm going to cover I'm living my life and healing is in order. Healing is necessary. I'm living my life. This is my shit. This is all of my things, all of my stuff. And I'm not going to miss the opportunity to have me. I know what I have. I know who I am. And I ain't gonna trade it for anything ever because I know that I am the one. I know I am. I know I am for me. I know that my personality works. I don't have to go and get anyone else's personality or learn how to be something because I'm happy with the moves that I make. But I don't need these people telling me that they're public and all these different, everything ain't public. Some things are fucking private and people just walk in anybody motherfucking door. Every open door is not an open door. And they be on some bullshit. Motherfuckers sit up there and watch me for years and see what I'm doing. And then they think, they want to find that they want to do what the fuck I've been doing. And then sit there and be, it's this one bitch that sit up there, a white woman. Right in this motherfucking church, please. This bitch would sit up there and I would cry and she would run up to me. This bitch followed me to there, apparently, or some shit. I didn't invite her. I didn't know this motherfucker. I probably seen her at fucking high school before. It was some reason why that bitch kept coming up to me. And I was talking to her, and this motherfucker was trying to hug on me, all this different stuff. So I tried to talk a little bit to her, whatever. Then she started to disregard me and talk to the man that I was going to church with. Now, I didn't know her. I didn't know anything about her. And she got to start getting on bullshit. So I said to her, I said, don't talk to him. She said, you can't tell me who to talk to. You can't tell him who he talked to. So I said, okay, this bitch, she disrespectful. She not here for the right reasons. That bitch, she ain't, you know what I'm saying? She out of order. I ain't gonna worry about it. Bitch, it is what it is. It was a problem with that. Because she could have got her ass whooped. And then in some motherfucking churches, it goes the fuck down. You better beware. I'm not in church, and I don't mean any disrespect, and I promise that I didn't mean to take it this approach, but I'm here, and I'm going to allow myself to talk because this is on the surface. And so it's a big deal, big situation. Motherfucker, it was some outside shit she was it was some dumbass shit. But I didn't let it bother me for too long. I didn't let it affect me at all. It was a conversation about it. I spoke on it. I let the motherfucker know. I let them know, like, hey, that's y'all friend. Y'all need to get her because I don't fuck with her. I don't know, but she's gonna fuck with her. She don't know the rules up in my motherfucking house. And it ain't no reason for her to motherfucking walk up and interrupt me talking to this man, and she just started motherfucking talking to him. But now all of a sudden, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And it's fine. So, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know who the fuck she was. I don't know who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? So I let that shit go, and I let it go. I don't care. I promise. But then the bitch, long after, I wasn't even attending the motherfucking church. This bitch parks on my motherfucking grass. Now I gotta talk to her 3, 2, 4 years later. Bitch, there's a problem here. So then I see her, she comes back, I go to the church. She's there, but this time she's married. Bitch didn't want to look my motherfucking way and show the fuck was making sure she was in that man's face the whole motherfucking time. Barely even motherfucking wanted to even sit down, look like about to move, sat down, see me about to move the motherfucking seats. And there wasn't much seats, so she had to sit there with him. And then I saw her again working at a coffee shop. So I spoke to her because that shit was different. And I'm a professional, he's working there, whatever. And I was looking at this other church, and it was really strange. And she told me that she fucking went to the church that I was talking about or whatever. But I didn't go there or whatever, and I'm not in church or whatever the situation is. But I realized I don't want to be a part of anything that she is a part of. No. Hell no. But that's how motherfuckers do you in the situation. And it is what it is. But I'm not going to be in a situation where I cannot move on if somebody is not happy with me. And I know that she was more his type than me. I know she was. So I'm not mad. I'm not hating. I don't give a fuck. But bitch, it's the way you do things around here. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no motherfucking payback for shit. I know everything that I do. I've never been with no vengeance, no vendetta to try to fuck over nobody's life or any of that shit in any motherfucking situation either. I have been real and true in everything that I'm doing. And I know it's real. I know how I feel about myself. And that ain't gonna be left up to anybody else to tell me how to feel, to tell me what to do with my life, to force me into some shit that I don't know about, to do some things that is inappropriate for me. People can live their lives and be happy. There are so many words these people know. I don't have the proper education. They expect me to know all this. I don't know motherfucking thing, man. I'm not a blank canvas, but I just only know my stuff just enough that I was making every day. I was not in nobody's shit like that for real. I was on some bullshit sometimes, fighting, having arguments, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I argue. I'm supposed to. And the motherfuckers at them schools, they were probably trying to hire me because they ain't want motherfuckers to know that they were abusive too. I ain't no motherfucking secret weapon. I used to say some shit sometimes. I used to call myself a quiet storm. I've been on some shit. I've had subjects for my life. And things are real and things are important. And it doesn't make any difference. I'm not mad. I don't care about any of those things because I walked away. I put myself in my, like, you know what I'm saying? I live my own life. Shit, I have to take care of my own self. And so it's so many things that I'm not with in the education and the things that matter. And you know, a lot of that stuff matters because a lot of these things they deal with a lot of issues that are private and personal that people should not have to worry about. There are some people that get rewards and steps where your whole family will become rich. Your whole this and that. And there are people who will sit there and come in people's life and wait for their number to be called. You know, like you go somewhere and you order some food, or I don't want to say food, just say my card, take my card to the shop. Or I order a brand new car. Matter of fact, I order a brand new car, and or say I'm sitting there in line about to purchase a brand new motor vehicle, and I have to pull a number, and I have to wait for my number to be called for the appropriate salesman or whoever it is to be appropriately ready, properly prepared to do business with, so that I can have transportation to do my activities. And when people sit up there and come and they say, "Hey girl, you look familiar, I know you," and I'm wearing a name tag. "Oh yeah." I say, you don't know me." "I do know you. Your name Jasmine Renee Davis." "Huh?" "But I don't know you." And they go and tell the salesman, "I know who that is, you know." Or they say, "Oh, you know, let me tie your shoe into," and they hurry up and tie my shoe. Now they're in relationship with me. Now they get what I got coming. And then now, they people. So they They didn't came in and moved their whole motherfucking family into my house. 100 of these motherfuckers in my house. And I already got 300 motherfuckers to feed on my own. But this bitch then saw me about to buy a goddamn motor vehicle for my own transportation. Hear me? I am also fighting. But it's an argument. This is just me talking. And this bitch see me. And now I gotta make sure this bitch get a ride to the goddamn grocery store whenever she motherfucking call. And I had to share the motherfucking front seat with a bitch that ain't did shit but sit on the chair beside me, see my shoe was untied. Not knowing if I want to have my shit untied, and hurry up and rush and tie my motherfucking shoe, and said that I was her motherfucking friend, family, that she worked for me, that she knew me from back in the day, and that she have a story about me, and that she was involved with me some sort of way. And so now, and this ain't only in one, I mean, this is anywhere. This is shit in my hands. Me just living my life. Me being who I am. I'm not friendly. And that is not the only reason why. Ain't no motherfucking discounts. Ain't no motherfucking seasonal passes or none of that shit in my life. Not me. But they take the DNA, and now they got the DNA. Now they got all this. You know, there are some families or some people, some businesses where they pay a lot of money for their goddamn DNA. They create it, they go and they all put $1 million in. They create and they want to bring that, you know, and then somebody go and then somebody might not understand it completely, or that's their own individual DNA and it's really rich, or they don't want nobody else like, because you know, a motherfucker will pin a baby on you, they'll pin a crime on you, anything, oh, that's your DNA, and then you're in trouble, or anything can happen. Now they're going to say, oh, they part of family. They ain't got any DNA, or you got DNA, but you're still not part of family. And you went and now you're involved, and now I'm in trouble. They got all this money. They got to figure out, okay, this goes to here, and I have this, I have family secrets, I have family knowledge, I have all this stuff that is not your problem. This is the order that it goes in. These are the people who are going to get this job, and this is who's going to get this education, and this is what you get, and this is how you live, and this is who's going to look after you, and this is what you're going to get. And then these people pretend that they are a part of the family, or employees of that family or that business, and they're not. And they get the luxuries or the access, and it's access fucking access fucking denied. These motherfuckers to sit up there and watch and see about somebody. I was in Kenosha County Jail, and this bitch came right in there. She told me to call her some military name. That bitch, she assumed that I was mentally ill, and she was trying to do all kinds of shit or whatever she assumed. She wanted to pass me my food. She wanted to work for me. I said no, and I'm not calling. I don't need to talk to you. The bitch was overly trying to be helpful, and I wouldn't allow it. So she became very obsessed to the point where I had started getting motherfucker written up in jail. Can't cohabitate with others. That's a crime. The motherfucking jail is in Kenosha, Wisconsin. These Wisconsin jails are horribly committing crimes. Horrible crimes that they're committing. and different levels. Now, she said, that's okay. She came to Kenosha to take over Kenosha. And she is going to hire a private investigator to figure out who the fuck I am, since I don't want to tell her when the fuck she got out of jail. This was in 2023, 2024. Okay, bitch. That's what the fuck you ain't about to do. And that's what I don't give you permission to do. But if you choose to do it, I'm still not telling you a motherfucking thing. And you and your motherfucking private investigator can shut the fuck up. It is that serious, where people are literally hiring people to find access because they want to take over people's lives and impersonate them. And I was just looking at this goddamn impersonator of an artist that passed away. These motherfuckers, and then they getting an attitude, or they, you know what I'm saying something because somebody got a comment about how fake they look or something like that. You're not it. And actually that person is supposed to have been dead. So what the fuck do you expect? You just gonna come and pick up where this motherfucker left off? And I have to understand that. And I have to look at things and say, my education is not the same as your education. The way that I see things is not the way that you see things. So I have to move on because I'm getting myself in trouble. These people sit there and they go through so much. And they go to these organizations because they need something. And they put a lot of money into this thing. Some people give their houses. Some people give their lands so that and they say, you know, you've been covered from your grandparents. That shit ain't a motherfucking joke. That's nothing to play with. You don't know what them people had to give to take care of you. And while you acting like shit sweet and like a motherfucker ain't did shit for you, you have no motherfucking idea the cost that some people put out there. Just to fucking make sure. And I'm not about to make it hard on nobody the fuck else in a situation because I don't motherfucking understand where someone is goddamn coming from. But I'm not about to give all my shit away. I'm going to keep something for my motherfucking self because I'm going to have to gain the strength of my own life. And so I don't have to, when I need something and I don't have something to give, I still can get what the fuck I need to happen and make some shit shake. I can't sit there and rely on somebody to teach me every motherfucking step of the way. You ain't gonna be there to teach me to open my eyelids every time I need to see the face of a motherfucking day. That's gonna be me. You can tell me how to eat and how to do, but I still have to do it. So I cannot sit there and pay somebody to tell me every day, open your eyes and this and that. Fuck, I got an alarm clock. But there are some people who get wiped the fuck out and they need somebody and they pay and then they say, this is for my family. And somebody can pretend like they in a motherfucking family and how you didn't got access. And now your motherfucking people, all these fake ass friends, man. They know where you live at. They know where your people stay at. They know where the people that are helping you at. And they aren't supposed to. And now people have to uproot and move and change and do everything. And now I'm on the outside looking in and I'm the one who paid the motherfucking money because of the choices I've made. I'm not going to keep fucking around, involving myself with all these random motherfuckers who run up to me. I'm not friendly. I done had enough of this shit. These motherfuckers, I know Jasmine. I know all these motherfuckers know Jasmine. Oh, yes, they do. And what to ask them, please. How do you know Jasmine? Now, how you know Jasmine? Where you know Jasmine from? Oh, you know Jasmine? But okay, so because you know Jasmine know you too. Hell no. Jasmine don't know you. And they know. And most people that motherfucker act like they know me know that I don't even know them. Because the way too that I was looking at the situation, it was never the motherfucking same. And the feelings couldn't have ever been motherfucking mutual. Some of the motherfuckers be, oh, I went to school with you. Remember we used to be together. That's a motherfucking lie. And you bogus in a motherfucker if you see that I'm out here crying every motherfucking day and you gonna sit up here and you on some bullshit, bitch, you working. You better find you another motherfucking job. They said they bringing Toys R Us back to motherfucking town. Because I'm a big kid. Look what I can do. I can wear big kid pants too. Mommy, wow, I'm a big kid now. No motherfucking kid. I'm not about to sit here. And also, you don't know where people coming from. You don't know where they're trying to go. You don't know what blood has been shed. You don't know what people got in their life. And you walking around and you trying to carry around them folks' blood and their DNA, and you cannot handle it. Y'all literally trying to stab me in my motherfucking back and bite me in my motherfucking back and claw out my motherfucking eyeballs. They do all kinds of stuff to me. All kinds of shit. And they don't even know the fucking cost. And then motherfuckers sit there and get out of bondage and be right the fuck back in bondage. I just can't get with it. I don't want to. I know better. And if these people don't hear me, they rather live their life the way that they live their life. That is fine. But it's a way that a motherfucker gonna approach me. You're not gonna approach me like I motherfucking know you. You're gonna approach me as the fuck you are. What do the fuck you want? Why are you here? What the fuck do you want? A motherfucker sit there and say something to me, tell me right away what the fuck they want. And that's how the fuck it's supposed to be. That's what I prefer. I'm not about to sit here and wrestle with all these motherfuckers and go through all this shit and be in a full-blown relationship with a motherfucker just because they want to motherfucking look at me and try to say that they motherfucking know me and that's it. Oh, I got a picture with Jasmine. These motherfuckers be taking pictures with people and getting their autographs and they ain't gonna never see them, but they put it and they get motherfucking hood rich. No fucking relationship whatsoever. Do you know that motherfucking autograph shit more than likely is a goddamn scam because them motherfuckers was using them people's signatures and learning their signatures and do all kind of fake ass forensics and shit, and they then sit there and popularize it, and them motherfuckers be so full of everybody, they come and they write their signature and motherfucker might slip another motherfucking paper underneath. You don't know what the fuck you signing. Everybody come and kiss my baby. And then it signed the motherfucker, ain't no telling, a motherfucking bogus ass deal. The deal that they agreed to have, they voided that out and signed up a motherfucker, and they look out, they don't have shit. And the same motherfucker you look up, who was that motherfucker gone, vanished, in thin motherfucking air. You never see him again. The motherfucker might got enough to get some plastic surgery to look different and come right back. The same motherfucker with a different goddamn face, with a whole nother motherfucking game plan. Right man, wrong plan, right man. Tell you. I don't care. These motherfuckers don't have to listen to me. You don't have to give a fuck about me. And that's what I prefer. But I said a lot. And I ain't got to break it down every step by step today. Or ever at all. But people put in a lot of effort, and I'm sorry. If I've ever did anything, I've never been a stalker. I never tried to steal anybody's identity. I never tried to take anybody's riches and wealth from them or any of that. But I'm not about to sit out here and keep putting my real stuff out on this line for these fake ass identity thieves to pretend. But just be careful and keep a motherfucking eye open to the motherfucking real situation. Because the motherfucker tell you eventually. Because when I am not nice enough for these motherfuckers, when I am not doing what they ask me to do, they motherfuckers sit there and then had the nerve to call the motherfucking police on me. Yes, they do. And then it'd be nothing that I can do. And right back in. So I have to take care of myself. I have to, well, I'm about to get off this phone though because I need to get warm. And I have to make sure I hold account for myself. Ain't no motherfucker. These motherfuckers sit there. Oh, this your little cousin. I don't know where the fuck the motherfuckers came from. That's why a lot of people don't let people get their motherfucking money until they after 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because it be a lot of fake motherfuckers. But I want my shit today. Because it's a way that you do things. You see what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I'm not that baby grandparent until that baby turn 18. I have a relationship with that motherfucker. Not no whole bunch of motherfucker guardians and power of attorneys and all kind of fake ass motherfucking bullshit that's gonna get everything. All kind of fake ass lawyers and it's fucking cold out here like a bitch, man. My fucking blood need to be having some heat. I'm telling you, this ain't no motherfucking game. Fuck that. They'll come and steal your shit. Kenosha full of them motherfuckers that I know for a fact. And Racine is too. And they be in agencies. The motherfuckers, private organizations who get a relationship. And sometimes these motherfuckers be in these offices and they accept anybody. Oh, that's great. Okay, fine. We'll give you a contract. We'll give you a try. Them motherfuckers let anybody. Now your ass looking stupid. You done fucking blew up the whole motherfucking city and you watching this bitch fall the fuck down. And now you trying to kick everybody ass and throw them in jail and kill them because you can't control the ass whooping that you got coming. And you can't explain that your motherfucking ass then met a motherfucker at the bar. Talking, you told your job because you happy with your loud mouth motherfucking ass and they played your motherfucking ass and then stole the whole motherfucking identity of the goddamn city from your stupid motherfucking ass. There's a dead. I'm not the one to be fucking with. Don't come over here trying to play with my life. I done been through some shit already. But this is Peanut Butter Jelly. I'm happy with my life. I'm gonna come on. I'm fucking go. This is where it's at. And this is my stuff. This is no notice. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I appreciate the information. But I'm happy. And there's some great things that I look forward to. But as far as that whole thing, I have a plan. I got to figure it out. I know I got to get more warm and do the things I have to do for myself. But I just want things to be at a level. If I have a conversation with someone, I don't want it to be where the police have to get called and people can't handle my reaction, like calling me a lady. Or you're not a lady. No, I'm not a lady. And I have to say, I'm not a human. Then they start like, this bitch is crazy. Well, then I break it down. Then let's call the police. She's trying to fight. She's causing a stir up. Anybody else can talk around this motherfucker, but y'all all coming to me trying to play with me and get a reaction. You want the fucking trouble. You know I'm loud. You know that I'm gonna say something really far out intelligent. Don't fucking sit here and take turns at trying to kick my ass, bitch, and entertain your goddamn guests. I'm out here though. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.